Hey y'all, I'm back with a super simple DIY, and this is gift card holders. So I want to mention right off the bat that I ended up filming this video because I actually had to make some gift card holders for my daughter's teachers. And I kind of Googled it to see like what maybe is the best way to do it. My original thought was to cut slits and let the gift card holder kind of pop into the slits, but I decided to do a folded one, and I got the idea from or sort of from Kay Warner Designs or Christina Warner. Um, she did kind of the same type of fold on the inside, but hers was more of like a card. And so I thought that would be fun just to do the actual fold part. Um, and so I'm going to show you how I do that, but I'm going to take it a step further and kind of decorate them as well. So the first thing I'm going to do, or the first thing I did, was cut several 6x3 pieces of pattern paper or cardstock. So you can use whatever you want. I would recommend something heavy, heavier, like 60 to 80 pound cardstock. And I'm using some adhesive, like tape runner adhesive. Now I would use something a little bit stronger than that. And the reason I say that is because some of mine did come apart. So I ended up stapling them because that's what Christina did in her video. Now I will mention, before I move on to anything else, I know this video is going kind of quick, I cut all of the papers to 6x3, and then I folded it at 2 1/4. So I just scored it at 2 1/4. So you can see that it's not necessary, it's not halfway up. The fold isn't, it's more of like a little bit less than halfway up, if that makes sense. So I folded it at 2 1/4. The next thing I'm going to do is take my stamps and just use some of my inks that I have sitting around, and I want to put a Starbucks gift card in these, so I'm going to use the phrase "We love you a latte." And I thought that was cute. It's super simple, quick, and the gift card fits perfectly. Now this is a pretty standard gift card, and so I think cutting the papers at 3x6 and folding them at about 2 1/4, I think that works out pretty perfect. So on this one, I want to just do something a little bit different. So I rounded the corners. I didn't particularly love that. I think I liked it better without it being rounded, but I wanted to kind of take it a step further and choose some things from my stash to decorate them. So a lot of the stuff that I'm choosing is from the November Hip Kits, and I'm just simply going to add a couple of little ephemera pieces and maybe some puffy stickers, and then I'm going to move on to the next one. I really love the look of the craft paper one. I think it just kind of screams Christmas, and it goes perfect with the Starbucks gift cards. And the Starbucks gift cards really pop out from the craft paper. So on that one, I believe I did use my corner rounder, but I did it at 1/4 of an inch, or the 4th corner rounder, I guess, if that makes sense, instead, and I think that made a huge difference. I really love the look of that washi tape, and then that other 2 washi's like kind of layered, and then I added a piece of ephemera. The next thing I'm going to do is use my very favorite stamp for Christmas, and I'm just going to simply stamp right on top of the fold, and I'm going to leave it pretty simple. I love that look. If I did that with all of them, I would be pretty happy. Again, I'm using that tape runner adhesive. Like I said, I would use something more strong, like maybe the red tape that people use at a kind of a smaller, I don't know if maybe 1/8 of an inch would work really well. Maybe 1/4 of an inch would be fine too. I ended up going back and stapling all of mine just to be sure that the gift card stayed put, and I think the staple looked fine. So I just added a little penguin to that one, and I really loved the way that one turned out. And I got glue on my desk, so of course, I don't know what it is. I know I'm going to do that every time, but I still do it anyway, and then I can't stand when I have glue on my desk, but I don't do anything to prevent it, so I need to practice that. So the next thing I'm going to do is add this really cute little row of trees, and I'm going to add it to this Fa La La paper, which is by Crepe Paper, and we got that in our Hip Kit. And I'm simply going to leave that one as is. And so next I'm going to move on to the craft paper one, and I do get a little stuck on the pattern paper ones, or I did get a little stuck on the pattern paper ones just because I did want the elements on the front to really pop out. I really love this one with the snowflake and the coffee cup. I thought that went perfectly considering I'm giving coffee gift cards away. So I'm going to continue with that, and I'm going to do the same thing for I think maybe 1 or 2 more, and then I'll be done. I hope you guys enjoyed this process. Let me know your thoughts, and I can't wait to hear from you. Bye.